Hello from the Austrian Alps. I decided to climb a mountain. There's several mountain peaks up here everywhere. But it's already quite late, like the sun is starting to set, and the worst thing that can happen to you up in the mountains is that it's getting dark, because in the dark it gets really dangerous, since like right now the path up here I like quite well, but getting further up the path will be a lot worse, and at night time they are like not safe to wander around. So I decided to come up here because I know this area. I've been up here quite some times. I know how long it takes me to like where I want to get, because I've done like this route already. So I can estimate how long it will take me to go up and go down, so I can somewhat check with the sunset if I'll make it. So in case I don't make it, or I see that I'm too late, I can just turn around and make it back safely. But yeah, it's really beautiful up here. There's up there there's a little lake. It's called Lakenboden, which has like a really clear and crisp water. And I always fill up my water bottle. I brought my water bottle, and I always fill it up at this lake, because the water tastes really good, and from my experience it's really safe to drink. And after that I'm planning to head over to this peak, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Last time I went further into, like, to the left direction, and there's like the whole mountain range goes like from the right side all the way further up this way, and like the higher peaks around 3000 meters are just on the left side from us. And I went to a really high peak last time, but it took me like, I guess, like 8 hours or 10 hours, so I'm not gonna do this one today. And I also know that like the way up there is really hard, because there basically isn't really a way. You have to climb over stones, and there are like a lot of steep cliffs to either side of the path. So we'll just do a safe one up there, so we can come down when it's still light and just enjoy. I mean, already now you have an amazing view over the Alps. So that's what we're gonna do. So we made it to the Lakenboden, to the lake, and I find that lake to be incredibly beautiful, because it's like in the middle of the mountains, like up at we're at like 2100 meters right now, and it's just a little pond, and you're like it's like in just up in the mountains, which I find beautiful because of all the scenery you can see. And actually down there is the city of Lienz. You can't see it right now, but you'll see it quite soon. And also the water is like, it's completely still. There's like no waves at all, because well, there's basically no wind, and it's also really clean, because I mean, there are no humans up here, at least not a lot. As you can see right now, I'm completely alone right here, mainly due to the time already, because it's like so late already and the people are already getting down, but I'm getting up. And also because it's way too exhausting for most to hike up here, and so they prefer not to, and to stay in their comfy hotels and maybe take a lift to some other mountains. Like I know that up there there's a lift to like the mountain range up there, and there is theoretically also a lift up here, but it operates only in winter, I guess, or you have to be here quite early, because they stop operating like quite early, like maybe 4 PM already, but I'm not sure about that. And it's also quite expensive, I know. And like this green lift you can see right here, it's just for winter sports, because in winter you can do some skiing and snowboarding, and down there they have all the equipment, like all the signs and stuff. They will put up, I guess, like somewhere there. I guess that's like the slope for winter sports. So in winter you can do some sports up here, and in summer you can do some hiking and enjoy the nice scenery. Yeah, progress quite a bit. Down there is the Lakenboden, the lake, the Alpine lake, and so right now, like, this was the top I originally wanted to go, like just up there, but I decided actually to go up here. I mean, behind the mountain there's another mountain top up there. Summit is somewhere there, and actually I'm not sure if you can see it, but like up there in the distance, the mountain, there's a little cross. I'm trying to point to it, like right there's a little cross. That's where I went last time, and as you can see, it's really far, and also you can see how steep the mountain is. You have to go through like all the stones, and there's no path up there. You have to climb the stones. So it took me 6 hours actually. I looked it up on my phone. I still have it. I still have the tour here. Here you can see it. It took me 6 hours and 1 minute, and it's like 1,000 meters ascent and 1,000 meters descent, and it's 14.4 kilometers in total. But yeah, right now we are right here, the blue dot, and you can see like the red trace from my last right climb to the Schlein. It's the name of the summit up there, but we are only gonna go to the Geuselemandel, which is like right here. So it's much shorter and it's up there somewhere. So we should be fine with the sun setting already down there. So as a rule of thumb for me, if the sun sets below the mountain right there, I'll be heading back, no matter where I am, just for safety. Because last time I was somewhat almost caught in darkness coming down here after like this huge trip. Because I also set up quite late, but we should be fine for now. So up there you can see a little cross and the summit. That's where we're heading. At least I'm trying to head there. It still seems quite far, and I mean, you can see the condition of the path. It's still, I mean, compared to like the path up there, it's really amazing. But you still have to be really careful to not trip and fall. I mean, in areas like this here it's still fine, but just like this, for example, you wouldn't want to trip and fall down there, because you would be straight falling for like 2,000 meters, or like 6,000 feet for you Americans. Yeah, you would be falling 6,000 feet all the way down there, and you would probably die. But it would be painful before you die, because you'll be hitting stones and all this stuff before you break your neck. So you have to be really careful here, and you also need to be a bit experienced, depending on the route you take. I mean, something like this is like okay for intermediate, but I wouldn't say a complete beginner should take this road, because of the difficulty, and especially after everything after the Geuselmandel, like this summit, everything after that is just for people which have some experience. So I wouldn't say I'm all too experienced myself, but I've done some summits, and I've also done some in winter, for example in actually like this valley you see right there, not the first one but the second valley. If you drive down this valley, you'll be in Italy, in southern Tyrol, which is Italy already. And shortly before Bozen there's a summit called Lutherkopf, and I went up there in February once, and it was completely icy and snowy, and I almost got stuck up there because I didn't have equipment for winter. I only had like my normal shoes, and so I did some crazy summit and mountain things, so I've got some experience, and I'm fine to do tours like this. I mean, especially since I've done like the this one, the Schleinitz, so this was like the hardest one yet. It's also a higher one, it's like 3,000 meters, and yeah, I've been doing it for like 3 years now, so I'm kind of experienced, I would say. So we made it to the top after all, just in time, because you can, the sun just set. I mean, at least from up here, but that's because like the Schleinitz is a lot higher than the rest of the mountains. But yeah, anyway, so we're at the summit, and that's like the summit cross right here, and there's a little placard which reads in German. If you translate it, it's like with the force of the youth and the wisdom of the old, preserve the what the fuck is Heimat? Like preserve this area, pretty much. It's what they're trying to say. And then like the name of the organization that probably put up this cross, and then the date November 19, 2010. And usually they have a little logbook up here where you can write the date of today and your name, and maybe like how you found the way and how you liked the climb, but they don't have it here apparently. Anyways, we're gonna enjoy this absolutely beautiful scenery here for some time before heading back down soon, because I don't want to get caught in the dark. It's quite nice because you can see right there, this little summit you can see, which is in the clouds, is the Großglockner, which is the highest mountain in Austria. You can see it's like really high because the top of it is already in the mountains, in the clouds. For fuck's sake, I'm so exhausted because the summit is in the clouds. So it's like 3,800 something meters, which is the highest, and we are right now at 2,400, I guess. I would have to check actually. Yep, we're at 2,428, as you can see right here. Yep. To be honest, I find this to be quite a fitting ending to this long journey. I mean, you have to imagine we've like almost went around half of the world kilometer wise. I mean, depending on how you count it, but it's been a long journey, 4 weeks in total, 10,000 kilometers, and it's going to be like 1,000 more till home, but it's like the last day traveling, because tomorrow we'll be home again. And just like this view to conclude this long journey and all this country we've been through, it's amazing. I mean, you have to imagine, just like two weeks ago we've been in Iraq, like in the desert, in a country that's been torn apart by war and by like a lot of crisis, and which is just now has become so stable, so we could visit it, and it's like a complete different world compared to this. Like the sandy deserts, and they also have mountains. You remember the Marmatai monastery, the Syrian monastery. If not, you can check out the episode. It's like maybe day 1 or day 2 of Kurdistan. I'm not sure, but I'll put the link up here somewhere. So just from this desert and this completely different like culture and region of the world, and then coming back to this and like climbing up here and just enjoying this incredible view, which never gets old, to be honest. I've been up here several times, and it's just still mind-blowing to me. This like incredibly beautiful scenery, and just seeing how different really the world can be is just amazing to me. So it's a great conclusion to the journey, and I'm looking forward to what's coming next. And there will be coming something next. There will be coming a lot next. I'm quite sure of that. But we'll see where it goes. Yeah, I'm really happy to have made all these amazing memories. And but I'm also looking forward to like having some rest, because traveling can get exhausting and has got exhausting. If you're always on the move, it's just something you have to get used to. But I'm also happy to not be on the move sometimes. So, but this is an amazing conclusion to all of what's been done in the last 4 weeks. So one thing that's quite fooling about mountains and about climbing in general is that you like your common sense might say that climbing or ascending to the top takes longer than the descending, which what theoretically makes sense, because going uphill is more exhausting, and usually if you're not talking about mountains, it's also true. But the thing is, it's actually foolish, because sometimes coming down takes longer than going up, because just as you see right now, I can't like speed down the mountain, because I have to be really careful where to put my feet, and I also have to be careful with my speed, because if I gain too much momentum, I might just slip down, because it's like really, you can see all these stones and they are not really grippy, and if you're too fast down, you might end up falling, and in the worst case you might end up falling like somewhere here, where you just fall some couple 1,000 meters deep, which is why you have to be really careful from while descending, which makes the descent sometimes even longer than the ascent. At least I had the experience, especially coming from the Schleinitz, which you can't see right now, but the mountain I showed you just a few minutes ago when we were at the top, there it was especially bad, because there were not any paths like here where you can somewhat quickly go down, but you had to like climb in reverse basically. So just like something like this, you have to be really careful. If you're too fast here and you slip, you end up slipping all the way down there, which is really dangerous. So that's what I was talking about with experience like a few minutes ago, because like a beginner would imagine, yeah, like I'm at the top now, and going down is a lot easier and I'll be much quicker, so I can stay up here, enjoy the sunset, but then he'll end up caught in the darkness, because he didn't calculate that it's taking longer sometimes to go down. That's like really dangerous for beginners especially. I mean, we can actually just take reference. So like the climb took 1 hour 30 roughly. It's not, yeah, so 1 hour 30 roughly, a little less, because I've already gone down a bit, but I also stayed up there a bit. So like let's say like an hour 10, and we'll have a look at the time after we've arrived back at the car, and then we'll see if the ascent or descent took longer, and or maybe if they were like the same, which I believe to be on this road. It's gonna be the same. But yeah, as you can see, the sun has just set and it's getting dark really quick, and that's something you have to be really aware of, because I wouldn't want to be up here right now if it was dark, because it's just a tripping hazard at dark. So I'm trying to make my way down now as quick as possible, because also right now I'm somewhat worried, because it's gonna be a really close one. But I want to at least go to the Lakenboden, because from there's like this yeah, I wouldn't call it really a street, but it's like not like just a path, but like a proper way you can see at night. So in worst case, I would like to be down there before it's really pitch black, because I can just navigate with my phone lamp, and then we should be somewhat fine. And in the greatest emergency, there's also like some huts down there where you could possibly spend the night if it was really necessary. But I don't believe it to be, because we're not in the high alpine area anymore, which would be, I like the Schlein is up there. That's where the higher alpine area starts. So it's just like in the basic alpine area, and like lower areas where it's not so dangerous. But you shouldn't get too fooled, because it's all dangerous if you're too foolish. So we made it back to the little road I talked to you about. So we are somewhat safe now, because as you can see, it's really getting dark really quick. And I just checked the photos, because last year I was at this exact same point, and I was quite a bit late, and I've been here like 20 minutes earlier last year. It's been exactly 1 year. Tomorrow it would have been exactly 1 year. So on the 9th of August 24 I've been here, and on today's the 8th of August 24. So yeah, and it was 20 minutes earlier at this point, so it's going to be even more darker. And last time it was really close. And there are like some cows watching me. They must be thinking, what an idiot talking to a little camera thing. But they are cute. Down there actually you have a great view of the city of Lienz, which is like the center of this region of Eastern Tyrol or Osttirol. And right here we have some horses actually, even some small ones, but I've gotta be a bit careful to not get way too close to the small ones, since I know the mothers might protect it, and so they might actually also protect it against me, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm also a bit worried because when it gets dark, I think the animals are a bit more like alert. I wouldn't say aggressive, but they're more alert, because usually there's no one around here at this time. And yeah, it's like getting really dark now. I will have to get down here soon. So it's basically almost all dark. There's still some light, as you can see. I mean, the GoPro wouldn't capture anything if it was completely dark. But yeah, we're almost back at the car, if I don't lose track again, because last time I lost track on these last few meters here, because you have to you can't really see it now, but there's like a lot of cow fields, and the last few meters are not on this road I'm on right now, but you have to find this there's one little path, just like a footpath, which is not even marked or anything. It's just like where people used to walk down, and there are also like gates to cross into these cow fields, because you need to, there are a lot of fences here, barbed wire fences, and but they put some gates where you can go through by foot to go back to the parking. And last time I didn't find this little path, and so it might have been somewhere right there. I wandered around this area, and it was like getting dark, and I was starting to panic because I didn't find the way, but right now I'm quite sure to find it, because right there you can see a little house. If it's not too dark, you can see the ruins of a house, because it burned down actually. When I came up here, I just saw it completely burned out. I'm not sure why, but apparently there must have been a fire, because it used to be a little like, yeah, like a house. Or I mean, you could also eat there, I guess. In Germany we call it alp. I'm not sure if there's an English word for it, but just a little little house where you can eat and drink, but like up in the mountains here. And it apparently burned down. Maybe an incident, or like accident, or maybe on purpose. I'm not sure what happened, and I don't think I will get any information, but maybe I'll search something up on Google. If I find something, you'll have an explanation now. If not, then not. But yeah, so this is like the landmark which I like kept in mind, because right there you don't see it, but there's like a path, and you can see the little sign post right there. From there on it goes into the woods, and then we're back at the car. So we made it almost. Made it back to the car, more or less safely. The cows up there were quite interested in me, because one of them approached me, and he just like licked my hand, and then I went on. But yep, here's the car. So we made it down safely once again. But I really wouldn't recommend doing what I did, because if you're up in the mountains in the dark, just like I was, it can get quite dangerous. So don't take me as an example, because it's really not clever. But well, made it. So let's head back to the city and find something to eat. I guess it's gonna be Mackey's, because nothing else is open at this time here.